Good. Hello, everyone. So fun to be
Hey,
with you guys. We are back for another Wellness Wednesday. Some of you guys are here with us live, so thank you. If you are over watching live, say hello to us.
hello.
Where are you coming in from? Is it cold? Is it rainy? Is it wet? Is it, I don't know, maybe you're somewhere nice and warm and sunny. I could use a little bit of that right now. How about you, Heidi? Where are you guys?
We have humid and sunny, so I
Oh.
think we're supposed to get rain, so it's like building up, and so it's really warm and humid.
Mm-hmm.
The last couple days were just fabulous, but we're getting into the rain, so
Here it comes. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we have rain. We had a ton of rain yesterday and we have more on its way the next couple of days ourselves, but we hope wherever you are, it's already a great day and you're already
Yeah.
having fun. And if you're watching or listening, either watching on YouTube or listening on the podcast, thank you always for being here. And maybe you guys are off for your walk or you're running errands or whatever you may be doing. Heidi and I are always grateful that you're here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So today, as we are, trying to think, how are we optimizing health? Because longevity is a topic that is like, this is what Heidi and I do. And if you're in your 40s and 50s and 60s, it's like, ladies, like, let's take health into the 2020, into 2026. Like, what should we be doing? And what we realized is in longevity, one of the things that is rarely, if ever, talked about, because we talk about your sleep and your movement and your food and your mindset and your nervous system, but one of the basics that affects your immune system, that affects your mental health, that are affects, I don't know, Heidi, like list them all for me, like affects our,
Yeah, our immune system, mental health, yeah, dopamine creation, serotonin activation,
sleep patterns.
yeah, sleep patterns, vascular health, right? Heart health. It's profound in its effect.
Well, you might be thinking of something else, but ladies, we're talking about sex.
We're talking about sex, ladies. Bring it.
And what was really eye-opening for Heidi and I today as we were going to have this conversation, we're like, what do people think of sex? And we were like, oh, as we were growing up, maybe we heard it like this, or maybe today like this. So what does your brain go to? Do you go to slut? Because that's historically what many of us kind of we heard. Or do you go to, ah, that's sexy. Yes, like, and it's kind of your either brain goes one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really interesting when you and I we kind of even brought it up as sort of laughing about it. But what was interesting is both of us got uh, that weird back of the mind understanding that a man can enjoy the sex, but if a woman did, she was a slut. It was like, wait a minute, why can't we enjoy it too? And we should.
And we should. And I think that's the talk, Heidi, that's not out there. Is sex is out there, but the fact that enjoyment, that this is natural. We are human beings, there are animal characteristics that it is natural, normal, and needed to have sex and enjoy sex,
Yeah,
not just the act of sex, like have
right.
it. No, enjoy it. Like, what is this all about? And I think the more we talk about it, the more you'll, the next time you're going in to have sex, go, I'm going to enjoy this more. Oh, wait, this conversation was top of mind. Huh. I've never looked at that way.
Mhm.
But it's really, I never knew the health benefits and why it is. I mean, are we going to die if we don't have sex? Okay, no. So it's not like necessary life or death, but is it part of normal human being behavior that supports our body's health? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of their immune system support, it has profound effects. It really initiates some immune cellular response. Um, yeah, it's hard to describe and hard to say. It just know that it does. To go into deep dive mechanisms is a difficult one, but it is part of life processes, and when it comes down to it, the body senses that as a generation of another life, right? So procreation. And so in order to do that, we are designed to experience certain things to make that happen. And so the enjoyment of it is really important for both parties.
Yeah, both parties, which I don't know, women, if you're on with us live, we'd love to know your feelings about this right now. Like, do you get excited and you enjoy it? And maybe not every single time, like a 10 out of 10, right? Like, okay, everything in life, like a little bit ebbs and flows, but you definitely should be getting some enjoyment out of this
Mhm.
for you. And even for, women in our vitality, I think sometimes we just are like, oh, I'm getting older, so I'm not having babies anymore. It's not that important anymore. But I think it keeps us, our vitality up in this youthfulness that
Yes.
it's just like, it's not just for 20-year-olds.
No, and in the realm of longevity, this is a time to really like go for it.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to think about, oh, do I have my, am I going to get pregnant? You don't have to worry about the tools to protect you from that, correct? Right?
Yeah.
So this is a time where you can actually full on enjoy and let yourself really be part of that. So often in clinic, women come to me having low libido because they're going through either perimenopause or menopause, and they think it's just about testosterone. They're told, oh, if I get more testosterone, I'll have libido. Some women, it works brilliantly. Um, and I encourage women to at least try that if they are low in their testosterone to try that because it can help. But estrogen's just as important. So getting that hormone support and then getting the mindset of being the initiator, creating the environment um, to keep that desire alive and not let it fall back into the background.
Because if that falls into the background, Heidi, and the habit becomes to not have sex often, there's no like looking forward to it or anticipation. And I know some people say like you need to schedule it, and people go, "Oh, that seems," but no, 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 like that's okay, but the mind needs to get excited about it and almost embellish it and be ready because our habits, the longer we stay away from something, like you don't even think about it anymore.
Right, right. Out of sight, out of mind, doesn't happen, won't happen. Does that make sense? So, yeah, so create that in your mind. I encourage you to think about it again, even though and do the things we need to do to as we change hormonally and things may be more uncomfortable, right? So vaginal dryness and things like that, there are solutions for those. Don't be shy. Use the lube,
Yeah, because
that kind
that's
of
true.
thing.
Sometimes it's like, oh, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, so then I don't want it.
Right.
Versus, oh, what's happening? Let's address that. And today with it's easier, right? With all of the lubes or like you said, the vaginal estrogen, it's and then you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what was I waiting for?
Why did I wait so long? Exactly. This isn't the end, it's the beginning. And like let go of the old tapes because that's what you and I were talking about at the beginning of this. Is what are the old tapes women are actually listening to? We have all this new black box warning, taking off hormones, all these wonderful progressions for women's health and women's vitality. But the conversation of women's sexual enjoyment, I think, is still a whisper.
It's absolutely a whisper. I mean, it's every place I'm in, I do not hear the conversation brought up.
Yeah.
Like on a very rare, but really that conversation's not brought up. And so Heidi and I thought, you know what? We need to talk about this because there is such in our world today, mental health, ever since, the past 5 years, COVID kind of like ramped that up to a whole nother level, and isolation and a variety of reasons. So in that, this can be like your unlock. right? Of your mental health, of like, oh my gosh, let's get those hormones going. Let's start feeling good again. And it is a little odd because you were in a phase of life that most likely we were all having children. Then it's like, let's try to fit it in. And do I even have the sleep? And can I stay awake because my life is crazy because you're managing children? Then your children start to get older and you're like, oh, wait, but who is around the house? What if lock the door? I don't know, period. But then all of a sudden it kind of starts to fade for many people. And then once the kids are gone and this and that, it's like, wait, let's reignite it. So maybe you just need a conversation with your partner just to
Yeah.
say, like, wait, let's talk about this. Where have we been? And let's write a new chapter.
Yeah, let's turn it on. What used to turn us on? What will do it now? Repeat. But make that effort. It is so worth it. And in terms, like we were said in the beginning, in terms of longevity, brain health, mood, the regularity of it increases our dopamine and serotonin levels in our brain and even our GABA, which is going to help keep us relaxed. It's the only calming neurotransmitter that we make in the brain, stays in the brain and keeps generating itself. And so the regularity of it can really help us with the anxiety of the world, the depression's anxiety, the bouncing back and forth. If you want to go for mood disorders and the increase in mental health issues, etc., let's get community. We're finding out more and more community is the most important thing. You can exercise all day long, but if you don't have community, you can eat the right things, but if you don't have community, it's really not going to like change that dial. Start with the community of the person you're with.
Yeah.
Get intense, get close, and then you guys get out with the community. But generate all the good stuff we have waiting to get turned on in our body to go forward with a good immune system, with a happy smile on our face, because I got some tonight, you know. So make it interesting, have fun out there. Don't lose the fun.
If you know Heidi and I, we always say, first and foremost, the most important thing is to have fun. Right? Is to have fun. So this, today, even for Heidi and I, like this isn't something that we talk on every day. This isn't our quote expertise. But what we realized is we are passionate about wellness, living well, longevity, not to live long, 100, but like you haven't had sex in 50 years and your life sucks. Like, no, we want it to be full and enriched. And this is one of those things that is natural for us to do. It's not like you need to go out and go skydiving, right? No, no, no. This is free. You have it available to you with or without a partner, for Pete's sake, supposedly, right? So it's
Yeah,
like it's all okay.
yeah.
And so we were like, let's bring this back. People need to know that it isn't a bad thing or a weird thing or an abnormal thing. It is really a part of life that needs to be an ongoing part of life. It wasn't just to make babies. This literally is an ongoing life
Necessity for,
necessity.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Well, you guys, we hope this was fun. I mean, you have to tell us, like, if you're at all watching this on live or the replay, please go, thank you for this, or this was fun. This is exactly what I needed. I'm gonna think about it differently the next time we're going in the bedroom or wherever in the house or outside the house, wherever.
I say other places.
Yeah, other places. So please let us know because it encourages us to start talking, having conversations that maybe aren't common out there everywhere, but we know people can benefit from.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys, we'll be with you next week.
Be well, take care, have fun. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.